Welcome to the Childish Grown-Up Show, where we treat each episode like your movie theater experience. We catch up with one another, play some games, talk previews, and before you know it, it's time for the feature presentation. So sit tight and enjoy this ride of nostalgia on the Childish Grown-Up Show.
Welcome back to your favorite show, your favorite day of the week, where we put on our show, the Childish Grown-Up Show. Y'all know me as Mo, or Maurice Hunt III, or others may know me as Mo Cucino, the new alias that I've created. I am doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on that. But I am not alone. I am here with two wonderful hosts, Ash Bash and Mia B. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. I'm feeling rejuvenated.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's good to know somebody's feeling rejuvenated. The holidays kicked my ass, and I'm still really bored. but you know, I'm good. Planning a little rest later in the week. So
Yeah, you get to be off after New Year's and all.
yeah, I'm off New Year's Day and the day after.
Nice, Ash.
Just New Year's Day.
I thought they was looking out.
I work from home on Friday, so it's okay.
So it's like halfway off.
And I get to work from home tomorrow. So
I'm jelly. I'm at the old spot. If at best you leave early, and they say we'll cover it. But yeah, we are back, y'all. I know we were out last week. So we were originally going to do this film, but we're doing it this week. So let me preface this whole thing. Yes, y'all, we already know Christmas is over. We understand that. So let's get that out the way. I know that, everybody, after the holidays, you get that post clarity and this, but we're going to treat this film like we do every film. We're going to really take our stab at it, have a conversation about it, enjoy these moments that we tend to do. And we're getting ready for the New Year's, and, we'll get a new movie reveal at the end of it. And, we got some stuff out there. Some people are starting to submit their films. So we're going to see what that ends up being by the end of January. But before we do all of that, we must first acknowledge the Stoop Kids. So let me just check here. We have a comment. I think, did I read this already? Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's from our guy, Public Enemy B. And shout out to him for leaving that Apple review again. I know we said it before, but I want to say it again. Thank you, because he actually, he knew the assignment and he locked in. So he wrote in on our Christmas episode our last one actually, Santa Claus. He said his childish grown-up moment was watching John Cena's final match. It was cool to see him get his flowers while he could still smell them. Yeah, man. John Cena has been a big thing. One of the guys that I work with, he's a big John Cena fan, and he's just been on the road to retirement. And so I was very privy to that. And they was definitely booing Triple H because of how he's been handling the John Cena storyline for those that are wrestler fans. Anything y'all want to add to that at all?
Hey, we appreciate the comment. And yeah, shout out to John Cena. Go ahead and hang up that hat.
Yeah. So. Real quick, I did want to ask. Were you going to say something, Mia?
I was just going to say, I'm not a wrestling fan, but I am a John Cena fan for like his acting and his reality TV endeavors, and just like seeing him and the way he interacts with his fans, especially like little kids. So shout out to him.
All right. Well, and speaking of John Cena, who's the better actor, John Cena or Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne Johnson. Come on now. I'm
hearing things.
Please. Not on today.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, I'm hearing things. I just wanted to ask.
Crazy.
But speaking of childish grown-up moments, let's talk about our childish grown-up moments. I'm sure there's plenty of it between, being off the week before and then, going into the New Year. So, Ash, I'm going to throw the ball in your court first.
Yeah, so Anthony is in basketball currently, and he just had his first game, couple weeks ago, but so we had to take him to practice. He practices on Thursdays, so we went a little early so he can put some shots up. And you know me, I had to get out there with him, and something told me like I should block his shot. Like I wanted to have this whole like replay block. I don't know, like he was just doing his own thing, and then I just came from a side angle. I was like, "Get that out of here!" Yeah, he was so mad. He was so mad at me. And Tyler, he was with me. He was like, "Man, you went crazy." I was like, it wasn't even like everybody wasn't coming in for practice yet, right? So it wasn't like his friends was out there. But I don't know. I just felt like LeBron. I was just like, it was like perfect timing too. Like, and I'm short, so I've never been like a
Yeah, a
blocker. So
blocker.
this
Yeah.
was just the opportunity that it was hot. It was hot.
Oh man, like did
But
he recover from it?
yeah, he just went and got the ball, but he kept like he was bouncing with his back towards like you know how he
There you
is.
go. Yeah,
He
there
don't
you
want to
go.
be seen, so he
Hmm.
like because he's in his emotions in this moment. So he won't even look at me. But
Yeah.
you know how he get.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just playing around. We just having fun, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was
relax.
just a exhilarating feeling. It
A good block never gets old.
was great.
I love it. That is so what I would do. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Absolutely. Very childish.
Yes. Mia B.
I've been trying to think of something all day, and I really don't have one.
Okay.
No Christmas, like
Christmas, you know, as Santa, it wasn't very childish. But uh I guess you could say like opening gifts on Christmas, but it was more so for the kids than it was
mhm.
me. But yeah, like I've been thinking about it. I was so busy, just like busy, busy, busy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I really didn't have much of a chance. And if something did happen and it comes back to me, I will let you know. But as of right
Yeah.
now,
Yeah. For me, childish grown up moment. We did go to the movies over the weekend, which is kind of a rarity in this family, but it's super enjoyable. We went to see Zootopia 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, and we got the 3D joint. They didn't upgrade them 3D glasses. Let's be honest, y'all. Like it's way. Remember we used to have them plastic joints, the red and blue lens, a paper, actually not plastic, paper, like some paper glasses. Now they upgrade them, so they got like real plastic. Like they want you to recycle after it's over, like that type of like.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the real glasses. You know what I'm saying? So went to see Zootopia. Took our nephew and our daughter. A good movie, colorful, very nice looking. Of course, we got to snuck the snacks in because that's what we do. And I was back and forth between the cookie dough and Raisinets. I decided to go Raisinets. You know what I'm saying? That was a good choice. All right. So I decided to go Raisinets, and that was a good pick. Getting it popping with the popcorn, and I was definitely being one of those people. Like we were there, and once the like credits where they start giving you like, okay, your movie's coming on, kind of thing. They were still kind of like talking. I was like, hey, the movie's about to come on. Like I'm still like, hey, because it still kept going. I'm like, because I really like to get into it, and so which was funny. I knew it was like, ain't nobody listen to you, bro. But still, in my mind, I'm like, bro, the movie's coming on, and it was an enjoyable movie. And it's something that like they had some themes in there that definitely posed the conversation for me afterwards in a good way, in an interesting way. Well, that Zootopia 2, it was a really good movie. And it, again, only thing I would say is that theater, I really didn't like how they was doing the arcade. I was like, man, this arcade is like sad. Like this, like they had it ducked off like a mug. Like I'm like, bro, this is like the arcade was a aesthetic to the movies. Like it's just like everything else, like the McDonald's not having color no more, the play place, and it's everything else. It's like, man, come on, y'all trying to be too cool right now. Like I really didn't like that element of it, but other than that, man, just movie theater experience is so enjoyable. Look, got to get the popcorn. I'm never drinking juice. I gotta have soda. Like I'm never drinking juice at the theater. I drink juice on the fast food. gotta have a pop, and it's got to be a dark soda. And I decided to go cherry Coke. So it was you know, it was up, and I extra butter, all that, just you know.
In the middle, on top, I took some, I go.
Butter home, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
What?
I took some butter home. Yeah, they give you little cups. You know, I took it
really?
in. Yeah, like you got it's a little mobile area. You can put your own butter in your popcorn.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they have like an area, like a few different ones. You hold it and the butter just comes out of the thing. They got salt over there, pepper. Yeah, because like it got a condiment section. Because if you get hot dogs, they got like relish, ketchup. It's just like its own little area. And so I just put the little butter in the cup, and I was like, I'm taking this to the crib. And
did you put it on popcorn at the house?
I haven't used it yet for the popcorn on the house. I did throw it a little bit in the pan when I was cooking something, but I ain't really did it with the popcorn yet. But I'm definitely gonna do it. Like it's like you said, like I already paid for it. I'm taking it home. You know that butter do taste different. So
it's different. It's next level,
yeah.
Sure.
So that's my childish grown up moment. Just movie theaters. I mean, of course, every time I go to theater, it's gonna probably be my childish grown up moment because it never fails. I get real giddy about it. You know, I don't go that often, so I'm really giddy about going to the movies. Like it brings so much joy from smelling it, being in line, looking at the snacks, looking at the menu, everything about it. I am super giddy about, you know, so yeah, y'all sending y'all childish grown up moments similar to our man Public Enemy B, Chuck. You know what I'm saying? He sent in his, y'all sending y'all's, man. We're getting ready to go into the new year, you know, and all that new sauce, new drip, or, you know, I don't know what the 90s style, you know, whatever a 90s quote would be for that. But y'all send that in, childishgrownups3@gmail.com, or follow us on Instagram, of course, the Childish Grown Up Show, no spaces. Ash.
All right. Well, before we get into the Flash with Ash, I'm so proud that you went to the movies, man, because you really haven't been in ages. Yeah. Shout out to Mia for holding it down and keeping the movies.
She keeping it alive out here.
Popping, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, because that's why I've been trying to go a little more too, because it's really fun. It's a great experience.
Yes.
And it's just like once those lights start dimming,
man,
it's lit.
It's everything for real.
And we were supposed to go see Zootopia. It had just got really, really cold because I had planned on going that weekend to take Anthony. So I still want to. You recommend?
Absolutely. You see the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they really cooked on this one.
And Sarah's Oil, y'all. I need to watch that still. It's good.
Oh, Sarah's Oil, yeah. And I don't think this is
again, Ash. Say that one more time.
Sarah's Oil.
Right.
Really good.
And I don't think this is a spoiler when I say it, but there is a new Mario movie coming out, like this, a sequel. So that was in the trailer. We can all kind of see the writing on the wall that was coming. We did go see that. That, you know, a little bit ago. I still ain't feeling the accent though. Like y'all dropped the ball giving them just a regular American accent. Like
I agree.
Yeah, but that's another tangent I could go on.
And y'all have daughters too, so Sarah's Oil, and y'all have daughters, like that would be great for them to. Yeah.
I might check out the trailer.
Now it is time for the Flash with Ash. We do have some trivia today. Your favorite, Mia B. But I have faith. We are coming in to the new year. We're gonna do it right. Y'all gonna go 3 for 3, okay?
Okay.
So we are starting with As Told by Ginger.
All
right. What's the name of Ginger Fotley's best friend who struggles with self-confidence and popularity? Is it Dodie Bishop, Courtney Gripling, Miranda Killigan, or Lois Wilcox?
I feel like it's between
Bill Galen. I'm sorry, I said that wrong, I think, but
I'm gonna go with Dodie.
I'm going Dodie as well, because the Miranda and Courtney, I think, are the two popular girls.
That is correct. Now, does Dodie have glasses?
She got two friends. One got glasses, and the other one is like kind of blonde, hunchback.
The blonde one is Dodie, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. I just remember I thought someone had glasses. I just wasn't.
Yeah,
sure.
she got a friend with glasses too.
Okay. The next one is from Rocco's Modern Life.
Sheesh.
What? I know. Hey, I've been that bag.
Oh yeah. You and your go,
What is
are you
the
go
name?
girl?
What is the? Oh, that's my song too. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. Look, don't get me out of character. But anyway, what is the name of Rocco's neurotic turtle best friend? Is it A. Ed Bighead, Spunky, Heifer Wolf, or Filbert Shellback? These names are crazy, but
It's clearly. I mean, it's in the name. It's definitely the last one. As far as if you're talking turtle now, but I remember the turtle being his best friend.
Heifer was his best friend.
Right, right.
The turtle.
neurotic. It's crazy.
And of course, Heifer was a cow. And
Mhm.
so, what was the last name that you said for the turtle friend?
Filbert Shellback.
Yeah, I mean it's filled with Fathead is the neighbor. I mean, Spunky is the dog.
So you really was watching Rocco.
Yeah, yeah. I rocks with Rocco. I told you it's the original SpongeBob, in my opinion.
I'm riding with Mo on this one.
Filbert, that is correct.
Hey,
All
Lego.
right. Y'all two for two. What I tell you, I have faith in you. And let's just finish it off. Let's do it right. Coming from my favorite girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Listen, I'm gonna keep bringing this back until y'all get these questions right.
Hey, girlfriend is like that the highest when you're on Jeopardy and they go for like the highest dollar amount. Like that is girlfriends for us on Childish Grown.
Girlfriends for 900, like out the
Yes,
gate.
exactly.
All right, but this is easy. What was Lynn's primary field of study when the show began? Sociology, psychology, music theory, or Afrocentric studies?
I'm gonna say Afrocentric studies.
I think it was either I think it's sociology or psychology,
I don't
which
know.
was always the trippy part for me. I remember, but
Are y'all splitting on this one? Are we getting together? What we doing?
we may split because I'm it's one of those two that I believe. I'm gonna go psychology because it's kind of the typical thing where you do everything the opposite of that most of these sitcoms back in the day. So
now this is Lynn. Let's be clear. This is Lynn. Okay.
Yeah. I'm riding with psychology.
I'm gonna stick with Afrocentric.
Afro. Mia is correct. Bro, you are incorrect.
See, I never would have got it because I don't remember her. It's like I don't remember her focusing like early in Girlfriends. I don't remember her focusing that much on like identity that much. So that's why I didn't think that was the answer. But shout out to Mia B. Got that, huh?
Yeah, like Lynn, she just didn't know what she wanted to. She was just always all over the place, and she had multiple degrees, right?
But, yeah, and that's real though. Like,
yeah,
I have to think about it like the CB4 thing. She was the mixed one who was like trying to connect with her Black side, kind of overcompensating in a way for not be like feeling not Black enough, I guess. So she
yeah,
that is that's an interesting thing that I notice a lot with people that are biracial. So yeah, okay.
All right. So Mia is 3 for 3 going into the new year, bro. It's 2 for 1, which is still good.
Two out of 2 for 3.
Yeah, 2 for 3. My bad. And that is all for the Flash with Ash, the last Flash with Ash of 2025.
Hey, come on now. I ain't mad at that. All right. Well, that was fun. I felt good about it. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have got that last one, but you know, I live with it.
Listen to the woman.
Hey. Hey, shout out to Love. I'm never say Love Best, so shout out to White Man Can't Jump. All right, Mia B. It's that time. You know what time it is. It's time for us to step into that time machine, you to pull the lever and take us back to the film that we are reviewing today.
All right, we are going back to 1993 with the Halloween/Christmas classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington, king of Halloween Town, discovers Christmas Town, but his attempts to bring Christmas to his home causes confusion. For cast, we have Chris Sarandon as Jack Skellington, but we also have Danny Elfman, who was the composer, who was the singing voice of Jack Skellington, which is very important. We have Catherine O'Hara as Sally. Check the Sally earrings if you're watching on YouTube. Hello.
Hey,
We have William Hickey as Dr. Finkelstein, Glenn Shaddix as the mayor, Paul Rubens as Locke, Ken Page as Oogie Boogie, and Edward Ivory as Santa. This film was released October 29th, 1993, and there was actually like a lot of toys and merch released with the theatrical release of this film. There were Hasbro action figures of Jack, Sally, Oogie Boogie, Mayor, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, who were the three trick-or-treaters, and Dr. Finkelstein, the evil scientist. They had collectible plushies. And now, of course, there's countless merch because it's become such a classic. We have earrings, hats like what Mo's wearing, pajamas like the ones I got my son, Funko Pops, very popular. Have Funko Pops, Sally Christmas ornament too on my tree that I haven't taken down yet. But yeah, so that is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Mo, you're on mute.
Uh,
thank you, Mia, for that. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get into a few things. So let's. What's your earliest memory of this film? Since Mia, you picked this movie as your pick to wrap us up for 2025 of our films. What's your like? How do you remember coming across this film? What are your earliest memories, and how has it stuck with you all of these years?
I remember um I feel like I was really I know I didn't see it at 3, when it first released, but I feel like my earliest memories of this are probably either the 12 like how they used to do on like I think it was ABC Family, they would have like the 12 Days of Christmas, or they would have like Halloween specials. It was both of those. I remember watching it initially like on TV. Um, and I remember being obsessed with it right from the first time that I saw it. Like that opening number will always draw me in. And I remembered like I've always been so drawn to Tim Burton's animation style, and this was my introduction to that, and I just thought it was fascinating. The first time I saw it, I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was different and that it was cool, and I was just really obsessed with it because I've always been, a spooky girly, but we love Christmas too.
mhm.
Ash, what about you? What how do you remember this movie growing up and just through the test of time? What comes to mind when you think about this movie back in the day?
was really pondering on this too, because I was like, Mia might be right. Like, I feel like maybe it was on TV around the holiday season, because I was like, either that or I was thinking like daycare time. Like, I feel like this was a movie they might have put on at daycare around that time too. So it was either daycare or TV, but that's my memory of it. I do remember that. What's this? I remember that song, so that kind of stood out right away. I was like, oh, it's kind of coming back to me. Um, but like I don't remember the story of it. So when I watched it this time, it was more like a press play. I just remember that what's this song? I didn't really like me and say I was engaging what was really going on at that time. Just these weird looking characters, and with different personalities and stuff. But yeah, that's probably my memory from early on, and then yeah.
Yeah, similar. I couldn't recall. For me, I definitely think this was like more of a television. You know, it was definitely like, you know, cable. You know, for the kiddos that are listening now, cable, where it's it's already structured for you. You gotta build your schedule around watching things. Versus now, you make things fit your schedule. I definitely remember this. I feel like it was this. I feel like there's you know, a lot of the claymation, the Kris Kringle of the world, the Rudolphs of the world. I just this style of claymation. I mean, this is obviously more specific than any of the others, but I remember like seeing this. This is like a thing, and I just remember watching. I was like, man, this just looks different. I remember just like, dang, these characters are like really ugly. I just remember like, God, they're ugly. Now, as a kid, and I still felt that way this time. But you know, once you kind of get past the aesthetic of that look, which fits for what they're trying to get across, they need to be for what they celebrate, which is like, you know, spooking people out. You know what I mean? Every year, that's what they get off on until obviously this, you know, when the film happens, it's like, okay, we want to do something different based on, you know, Jack. So I remember it that way. It hasn't been a film that I have went back to. Yeah, it just hadn't been a film that I went back to. The songs are good. Y'all know me. I'm very. It's hard to draw me on musical films, like outside of like of course like some of those other Disney classics, like Lion King, Hercules, maybe Aladdin. Like what it was like back to back to back, like all coming out at the same time. But the songs were good for the record. Watching it this time, it just it's not really my thing, with films. Okay, so let's get into like a little bit of an overall discussion before we get kind of into the moments. With this film, this was released. When did you say this was released, Mia?
October 29th, 1993.
October, okay. What do you think about that release? Because it's like this movie is a interesting thing because if it fails, which I think this obviously was mad successful, similar to The Grinch, then it's like you start to ask questions, but it obviously succeeded. What do you think about a film being a Christmas film, Halloween film, merging the two together, and they having to make a decision to say, do we release this in the Christmas month or do we release this in the October month? What do you think? Do you I mean, obviously it was the right choice, but if you were of age then, would you have preferred this in around Halloween, seeing a scary Christmas movie, or would you have preferred it being released in December?
Me, I would have. I like it as a Halloween release because it's out in time for Halloween, but then it's also around for Christmas.
Okay, get the early. That makes sense. Yeah, you double down on it. Ash, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I agree. That's a great point because we would have went right into the new year and straight past Halloween, and yeah, I think it fits Halloween.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It makes me wonder, like, could they have? I agree with y'all. It makes me wonder, could they have doubled down and say, "Hey, can we get this released again in December for theaters?"
I feel like back in the 90s, though, movies stayed in theaters longer.
No, that's true.
There weren't streaming services for it to release onto, and physical media releases were like a big deal where they would drop, commercials to let you know that something's coming out on VHS. So I feel like this was probably in theaters past Christmas.
That is, I mean, even then though, 2 months of a film, like that's a long, like, and then even then, let's say they didn't. The turnaround for VHS tapes wasn't even that quick. Like eventually, like we grew up obviously early more VHS, but more so DVD era, where things could get spun around real quick. Coming to DVD, you can get that real quick. But this, even then, it's like I don't know. It's just this is just one of the most interesting approaches to like just film release to me. Like it was just I don't know. It's something like I don't really nerd out about stuff like that, but this was
clever.
Just yeah, it is. That's why I was like, that's an interesting way to go about it.
I looked it up, and it says that this film ran into early 1994 in the theaters, so they kept it.
Dang, that's crazy. Right. This a Disney movie? This is a Disney movie, right?
I don't know if it was originally produced by Disney or if Disney bought it.
Let me see. Because I thought I seen the opening credits with Disney, but let me double check.
I think it is a Disney movie.
Well, that's my question I wanted to ask. Are y'all surprised that it is Disney? Okay, I see it in the opening credits. Are y'all surprised that Disney like what was Disney on here? Right? Like seriously, like what was they on? Because this movie, it's dark in just the aesthetic, but it's dark even in certain moments. So I'm like, yo, that's really dark, bro. Like darker than what made them get so edgy at this point. Maybe I had to look it up, but what do y'all think about Disney picking this up? Because even the font is Walt Disney Pictures Presents, and of course it's Tim Burton. But like, what do y'all think about Disney picking this up? And as y'all thinking about that, I'm gonna pull up some of the Disney films that came out around the same time.
Crazy thing, I watched a documentary about this.
Oh, okay.
So she got the inside scoop.
Oh yeah, well then there we go.
I nerd out about this stuff. And I believe from what I remember, because I only watched it once and it's kind of vague in my memory. From what I remember, Tim Burton had the idea for this Halloween Christmas movie. I think he wanted it to be darker than what it actually ended up being.
Yeah.
And he had the idea to do stop motion. And I think when he was originally releasing the storyboards to, the decision makers, they were like, no, we're not doing that. I think he had to fight to get this film made and to have the artistic control that he had over it. I can't remember exactly how he ended up getting it greenlit, but I do know that he toned it down for them.
So it's interesting because again, I'm not gonna call them a reliable source, but in Wiki they don't even acknowledge it for some reason. But like around that time, like so going 92, I just say like late 92. So late 92, they had Mighty Ducks, Aladdin was in December of 92. They had the Muppet Christmas Carol. Then going into 93. Homeward Bound. Shout out to Homeward Bound. I love that. The animals talking. Come on. A Far Off Place. The Adventures of Huck Finn. Hocus Pocus. And Hocus Pocus came out in July. It's crazy. That's crazy. Cool Runnings in October, November. Obviously 93. Also this movie, and then November, The Three Musketeers, and then you go into like 94. So I don't know. Yeah.
And I might have an explanation for that.
Okay.
Why it's not listed there. So it says that Nightmare Before Christmas, because of the content, Disney released it under Touchstone Pictures, which is
Disney,
but it was a more adult-oriented affiliate, so that they released it there instead of under the Disney logo or the Disney brand.
Yeah. See, but here's the crazy part. I feel like they're doing like revisionist history. because in the opening credits it says a Walt Disney picture, and it's in the font of the Nightmare Before Christmas font. But I mean, and again, even if it's that, it could be touched on because I did watch like a couple months ago. Actually, it might be longer than that. Damn. I did watch like this little YouTube doc of like Disney and like seeing like the touchstone and how they like started kind of spreading their brand to be able to release certain things and, you know, different leaders at the helm of it all. So okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, like in the documentary, now that I feel like that jogged my memory. I feel like he presented it to Disney and they said we can release it, but we have to release it over here because it's a little bit too creepy for Disney. But then again, I remember having the VHS and I remember it being like a Disney VHS
Yeah.
tape with the like, you know, Walt Disney. Like I remember that. And I know it's not a Mandela effect. I know that's not. I don't know.
Now, what it seems like in this, I mean, again, I'm not fully sure, but like what it seems like is they did everything to make it appear as, oh, this is a Walt Disney picture. We'll put it in the opening credits, all that. But when you get down to the technical aspect, when you gotta get down to the paperwork, it's touchstone. You know what I mean? And because it's like, and it makes sense. Like that's the way to go. But what do y'all? Why do y'all think Disney picked this up though? That's where I was getting at. Like this being so different, and again, like they got villains and things that are like really get dark at moments. But like obviously, I mean, Lion King, like he literally threw his brother off a cliff, and we know how dark Jafar gets in Aladdin. You know what I mean? But like, why do y'all think they picked this film up?
I don't know. I have no idea, but it's crazy because when I first watched it, I mean, remembering, I feel like I was more scared, obviously, as a child, just because of the aesthetics of it.
Mm-hmm.
But even just watching it this time, there are some dark moments in here, especially with Sally and Dr. Finston or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
But overall, like it wasn't really like it was like it came out on Halloween, obviously, but it wasn't scary to me. And again, I'm a grown woman, but I'm still like, even still, there's some things that can make me be like, whoa, on the scary side of it. But I don't know. But why Disney put this in rotation? I don't know.
Maybe the musical aspect.
That could be a thing.
Like
there was a lot more music in here too that I remember.
I didn't remember it being
one
this musical.
Song. Yeah, I was like, this is extremely musical.
I think they did it just based off of the name of Tim Burton because he wrote it. Because by that time he was already very popular. He had made Beetlejuice. He had made Edward Scissorhands, and him wanting to do animation. I feel like they were like, we'll rock with it because it's him.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Yeah. Did Tim Burton do a Batman? Am I tripping?
He did.
I thought that the name sounded familiar when you said it. Okay. All right, so that's all of my overall discussion. Just a couple of things that I just wanted to bring to the forefront in the conversation. So let's get into the film and see where it goes. I'm trying to figure out where to start. Well, I guess I'll say this. So it seems like the premise is Jack, for whatever reason, which is the main character, the skeletal character is
Skellington.
Yes, he is kind of unimpressed or unamused by what they do every year with like scaring people all of a sudden. And I don't know where the feeling comes from. I didn't quite gather like why all of a sudden now he feels differently, but he feels differently, and he goes on his way until he, obviously goes to a distant land where he goes into the tree trunk that has the Christmas tree, and he sees something totally different, and it's appealing to him. So we can start there because I don't really know how to gauge where to go
Well,
in this film. So
let me because
okay,
this is a movie I've seen a trillion gazillion times. So yeah, Jack is the king of Halloween Town. He is burned out, basically. He feels like, it's the same old, same old. He's having a crisis of identity. He's like, okay, he's getting all this praise from everyone in town about, his Halloween that they plan every year. From the day that Halloween is over, they start plans on the next year's Halloween, and he's starting to feel like a lack of like he's feeling unfulfilled. He's looking for
yes, yeah.
fulfillment, and he doesn't feel it anymore. Which later, after he, finds out at the end, which we'll get to, his purpose isn't Christmas, but it's something else. But that's basically the premise. And with him having that like identity crisis, he's searching for something, and that's how he ends up wandering into the mystical forest where all of the holiday towns.
I thought that was dope. Like just the mystical force. I think that because we get a little call back to it when they get the wrong mascot. They're like, bruh, like no, not the Easter, not the bunny. You know what I find interesting, and I ask you jump in whenever. I find interesting with that premise and like just getting into that part of it. I find it interesting, and this is just I ain't trying to be overly deep, but I find it interesting that like doing evil has a limit, but doing good is an unlimited fulfillment. Again, we'll see like in the movie, like okay, maybe I ain't whatever, but. And again, this movie's not meant to be that deep in that sense. I know, but that's what I took in on the initial that this part of it was like how I was like, okay, yeah, it's cool scaring people, like getting people off guard, making people scared, cry, whatever it is, put fear in them. But like, it's almost like it's like in this town, this Halloween town, like it's bragging rights and it works. But we plan a whole year to figure out how to scare people, but it ain't really fulfilling. Versus, what if we tried to do something good? And again, he didn't quite land it properly. But what if we try to do something good? How fulfilling would that be for us? And they just gonna get with it because Jack is that guy in the city. You know what I mean? So I just that was just something I found very intriguing in the premise. It was like, even obviously execution wasn't there once we get to that part of it, but I just found that really intriguing in a deeper way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that relates to real life, like Mia said. I mean, you have everything you're supposed to want, but you're still unfulfilled. Like, that's pretty much what I gathered from him too. Like it was a little bit more than boredom. Like, like Mia said, just burnt out, doing the same thing over and over, uninspired. And then he comes across the Christmas town and it spunks him back up to have an idea, but of course he tries to take over versus, hey, let me just pop in, see what y'all doing over here. Maybe I can implement some things what I'm doing over here. Like he just wanted to take over, obviously.
Yeah.
Very underwhelming. But he found joy in just having something new to look forward to.
It's really real for real. Like when you say it like that, it's really real in that sense of
complacency. Like I need more. Like
I want to do something else.
Is there more?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you know. Shout out to the boy. But anyway, yeah.
Nah, it's real though. Like in that sense of like I just want to do something different. You know what I mean? I like that aspect of it. Like I do. I think for it to be 93, and again, this is a kid's film. Yeah, maybe a little adultish, you know, maybe leaning into a little bit of that, but yeah, I don't know. I like that. What was you about to go, Mia?
Um, it's so funny because my kids love this movie. Of course, we watch it every Halloween and every Christmas.
Oh
And
man.
like they know the songs, and we'll like me and my daughter will sing the songs, especially the opening. Like we get hype every time we see that first little scarecrow with the pumpkin head swing around. But as far as like I see what you're saying, and I get it. I just think that it wasn't necessarily that he was sick of scaring people. I think he was feeling a void in other areas of his life, which is why is where Sally comes in. Her character plays like that part in the end for him. But I just want to talk for a minute about like the animation style, like stop motion as an animation style. And it was so funny when you were saying at the beginning, like, that they're so ugly because they are like the Halloween characters are like grotesque. But like, maybe it's because I'm a spooky person, a spooky girl. I just think it's so cool. But also the Enchanted Forest, I always remember as a kid wishing I could go through one of those doors, like wishing I could go
Yes,
into the
absolutely.
in the forest and like go into one of the little towns, and also wishing that there was a way for there to be a movie to show you inside of one of the other doors.
There's always a magical door we want to go in. That was me.
Yeah, no doubt. Just another world,
Dope.
otherworldly.
Right. As
Uh,
long as I can get back, then I'm good.
yeah. I'm sorry. Where were you going, Mia? I'm sorry. You were.
I was gonna say, like going into him finding Christmas Town, it's just a difference in the colors and the animation style for like the elves, and the kids look like real little, little kids. And it was like Christmas Town was almost like real life in a way because they were like actual kids. And then, they had like broadcast news and everything. And it was like regular people. But Jack was so fascinated by everything he saw there because he had never seen any of that before. And I guess I was always just wondering, like, why wouldn't you just want to make Christmas in Halloween Town? Why would you want to take over Christmas Town?
Right.
I mean, is
They
he the
took it
lead?
over.
Is he the leader of Halloween Town? Or
He is the king, which is funny because they have a mayor,
right?
but like the Pumpkin King,
Right.
so he gets the final say on all the decisions that are made.
The Pumpkin King or Jack?
He is the Pumpkin
He is
King.
the Pumpkin King.
Oh, he is okay.
Yeah.
Because that's why I was wondering. Like, you're right. Like, why wouldn't he? Like, did he? I mean, if he has to say so, it's like, and they kind of get with the program. Does he feel like it's too far for them to get with this program? Like, because you're right. Like, why wouldn't he have approached and try to say, "Hey, let's try to actually celebrate Christmas too"? I don't know. I don't know. Because we don't. I guess we don't really get the full idea of where the darkness stems from. Is just we're thrown in the world of this is just a dark city, dark town of Halloween Town. Like, we're just kind of, this is how it is, which is fine. Like, I'm not mad at the, like, oh, this is just what it is. Like, sometimes you got to get with the program.
And it's
Yeah,
like you're bringing dark toys to Christmas land. It's crazy. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
hey man, that kid opened that gift up. Like,
hey, listen,
it's the
still
it
scary.
made me think of Toy Story at freaking Sid's house.
Oh
How he
yes,
was just putting all these toys all kind
bro,
of
putting the
ways.
baby
Like,
head on the
the
spider
turn is
the
still
spider metal. Like,
still traumatizing with the lash.
Hey, listen, we were at the store today, and it was one of them baby dolls with the lashes, and you know they got them standing up in a box. But one of the babies had the leg outside. One leg was out of the box, like outside of the little. I was telling I was telling Zay, I said, see, I was like, see, I told you. I said, hey, them babies be moving for real. She like, oh, okay, Dad. You just say yeah, basically like you're crazy. You just say, I said, yeah, I'm that crazy person in the movies that nobody believes until you see. I said that damn AI monitors through this damn baby, for real. So, because I was like, bro, why is this leg out the box?
Right? Why is the leg out the box? That is crazy.
I should have took a picture and sent it to y'all for real, because it was like one leg was just out. I was like, all right. But it didn't have the blinky eye, the eye that dropped down, like we got to lift it back up. It didn't have that, but it had the lashes. So I was like, all right, maybe whatever. Maybe I'm crazy.
Blinky eye.
Because you know you got to lift them back up where they just drop down on you. Like, oh yeah, them things is real.
Joints was movie too.
Yeah. Shout out Toy Soldiers. But yeah, back to you, Bia.
Back to you, Bob.
Right.
But no, I just like I'm I'm getting a sense that you're what am I trying to say? That you're having trouble finding like the themes of the movie.
Well, no, I thought the theme was pretty simple. Like I thought at least, but you know, maybe you can enlighten me otherwise, based because you say you've watched this numerous times. This may be my second, possibly third watch of the film. And just kind of like from the beginning on, it was like, okay, he want to do something different, and that's kind of what I got. And he's, you know, I mean, but he's gonna utilize kind of like their finesse, their evil ways to do what he does with the Halloween backdrop. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to like do the Christmas thing with the Halloween tactics. And obviously we find out that is not how it works. And but yeah, that's kind of what it is. I just want to make sure that when talking about the film, I don't want to miss anything and I don't want to rush anything. And I definitely don't want to overlook it. And so that's why I'm kind of going where you are and kind of reacting in that sense. Because I don't have a ton when it comes to this. And there's something I do want to speak to when it comes to Christmas movies at the end of this. An overall discussion similar to our hero movie, similar to our hero rotation that we did where I spoke to. And I know y'all have some things to say too. So, but yeah, that's where I'm more so going with it. So I want to make sure that we're doing our due diligence in that sense. And let's Ash, and again, I'm not ending this at all, but Ash, you got anything that particularly stood out to you after, obviously we talk about him going to the world and coming back and having the idea like, oh, we're going to do Christmas too. But, you know, this is how it has to be done. And, you know, obviously they got to rob Santa, bring him to the city. And all, you know, things of that nature.
Bring them to jail. No, I kind of had really Sally and Jack, and wanted to talk about the doctor as well a little bit. So I kind of had more like just character wise. But yeah, wherever Mia wants to lead it, you know, I'll chime in. So, but yeah, I kind of was just breaking down the character.
There's an interesting thing about Sally too. I'll say too that I remembered it differently. But yeah, what was you gonna say, Mia?
Now, I really wanted to talk about Sally too. That she was the next thing on my notes after basically Jack feeling unfulfilled and then finding finding Christmas Town.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Sally is kind of like the moral compass for the movie.
I have that right there in my notes.
You do?
Yeah.
And she's like she's the only one who kind of sees Jack for who he is and not like as the Pumpkin King. She sees everything from a different perspective than Jack and everybody else.
Kind of like Jerry Maguire and Marcy. You know, go check that episode.
Hey, yeah, you call it back all our episodes. Toy Story, Jerry Maguire. Hey, I like it.
She just saw him for Jerry, but yeah, back to it.
Real Flash with ass. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I do what I do.
Hey, what's up with this doctor with her though? Like, I mean, obviously he's putting the body together. I mean, it's like she's missing limbs or whatever. He not put it together, but like, what's up with this dude?
Poisoning her on the regular, Mia.
It's supposed to be like Dr. Frankenstein, and
he created her.
He created her, but she's so restless, like he can't control her, and she keeps poisoning him so she can escape, and then
Hey,
but she keeps like getting away from him, and like that's one of my favorite things about the movie is her getting away from Finkelstein all the time.
She hit him with the spoon with the holes in it, like
the extra spoon in the sock was
crazy.
golden.
Like, yeah, hey man, get this man up out of here, bro. Stop playing with me.
He was scratching his brain. Yeah, he was controlling and possessing. It's like he wanted, like when she was trying to get loose. Remember, he was in his wheelchair. He was really like trying to force her back, and it's like she just kept outsmarting the dude. Shout out to Sally, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Sally, the real MVP for real. I do think though with Sally, I the way I remembered it versus now, real Mandela effect. I thought there was more of a romantic situation with Jack and her, and it really, I didn't feel that way when I got through the movie. I didn't feel like it was as much of a connection, similar like versus like let's just use a movie like Hercules, where like it's Hercules and I don't remember what old girl. I'm the Denzel in distress, like her that was finessing them for Hades. You know, that whole connection, like I don't know. I thought it was more than it was. It wasn't bad. It wasn't done wrong or anything like that. It just I in my mind I remembered it more, and then also I remembered her, like I feel like her style, like she looks like so human, so much more human than everybody else. That's like she has calf muscles. That's what I remember. Like what's going on here? Like where did this scientist get this from? You know what I mean? Let me find out.
But like to speak to that was kind of like one of the things from the documentary too. Is like Sally is in love with Jack, but he doesn't notice that Sally's in love with him until the end. So it's like she's trying to protect him and chasing him and trying to get him to notice her in that way because like he just sees her as like his best friend or like a really good like trusted friend, and that's like where in the end he sees like, oh, what I've been looking for has been right here, and it was Sally the whole time. He was just
filling it with. Gotcha.
Yeah. But so the romance wasn't there until the end on his part, but you see Sally kind of
the yearning
for him, like, hey, I'm right here. But
so after that, they was just together, like they were in a relationship because he just finally realized, like, oh, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know because
what you mean you don't know?
I don't know, dude. I'm saying like you just have this epiphany, like, oh, I've been, whatever. Sally's your person. And again, they do have a friendship, like Mia said, so there is some foundation. Like he does trust her, but romance, I don't know if you could just flip like that.
I don't even know if the thing is, I don't know if it even exists in Halloween Town. That was kind of what I was trying to figure out. Like Halloween Town, like I don't even know if that emotion is tapped in, because when they were doing the Christmas stuff, they wasn't doing it like, oh, we're in a jolly spirit. They're doing it like, oh, because we doing this for Jack. You know what I mean? That's my guy. Like he's the king. We rock out. Like he's telling us this is what we doing, and in the way he kind of positioned it.
Sally was in love.
Yeah,
and they had a high level of emotional intelligence.
And I feel like taking credit away from Halloween Town just because they're spooky town doesn't mean that they're like void of emotion. They're like, they even say it in the opening number, like, this is our job, but we're not mean. Like, this is just what we do. This is our way of life. But um they still like operate as a town. Like, there are children with parents, like the trick-or-treaters, and they have all of that, but they're just also like
That's a good point. You're right.
monster thing. And for Halloween, also, to your point, Mo, I don't think that he was trying to do Christmas with the Halloween um tactics. I think he just didn't know any better. Like, they don't know what Christmas really is. He just went and saw all of the stuff and was like, "Oh, I can do this." But he didn't really know. He doesn't know anything about, like,
meaning
all
behind
he
it.
knows
But
is
that's what I'm saying though.
so he's not trying to uh be malicious. He just doesn't they've never seen an angel or a baby doll or a puppy. So all they know to give is what they have and what they would receive.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. I'm with you on it. I'm not saying it's malicious and like, oh, I'm gonna do Christmas, but I'm gonna scare people for Christmas. I'm saying that this is Halloween Town. This is the methods that they know. So it translates in that way for Christmas unintentionally. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm with you on it. Like, I'm not saying he's doing it to like purposely scare people. He thinks in his mind, like, I'm doing the right thing. Like, even grabbing Santa Claus, like, oh no, I'm gonna do it. He, in his mind, he's trying to do the right thing, but quickly realizes, like, oh, like you said, like, I'm unfamiliar. I didn't realize I'm not doing this. I'm going about this the wrong way completely. You know what I mean? So no, I don't think he was trying to be malicious. I think he felt a real joy going to Christmas Town and wanted to participate and be into it. Like, because we always scare people. I've been doing this, so I think he was trying to figure out the method. So I don't think it was like, that ain't what I was saying when I was saying that he was using Halloween tactics. I'm saying that that's all he knows, and so he's translating it into like Christmas and didn't realize, like, oh, you can't use this for this holiday. It's totally different.
Yeah, he thought he could just convert it over. Like, no, that's not how it's not how that goes.
Those not Rolex diamonds. What you done to that?
And he obviously he did some research, right? Because he was like, I know all the songs and this and that, and he was, whipping up everything. He went to the doctor, get some tools and things he needs. So he was really trying to figure it out without figuring it out.
Yeah, I like the idea that it was bringing him joy trying to do it. Like, you could like it when you. That's the thing about getting into something new. There's such, like, when I was a vegetarian for the 5 years. Like, when I decided to make that step, it was such excitement. It was such an adventure. It's like, oh man, I don't know what's going to happen next. What I'm going to do next. What I'm going to, there's a true adventure and excitement about it. And like, Jack was like genuinely excited, even if everybody else wasn't necessarily. Like, I'm not saying they wasn't excited about it. I feel like they was just loyal to this, Halloween Town, loyal to Jack and everything. And and maybe it did bring, I think in some subtle ways, they all found their own excitement. You see the kids with Jack and they're like, oh, okay, cool. And obviously they get the wrong mascot or whatever, but I like the idea that they're doing something new. It's been the same way for so long, and now we're doing something else. I didn't quite get the governor's character that much. I wanted to bring up, but I didn't get I didn't bring the information to the episode. But there's a thing about these characters. I believe there's a thing about these characters and how because I think they're known to be dead characters, right? Is that no? Okay, maybe I'm thinking about another movie. But yeah, But yeah, I don't have too much other than when Jack's pretty much like, all right, let's get it. We about to go ahead. We about to hit Christmas over the head. We about to go into the real world and do this thing. Do you have do y'all have anything before that though?
Like maybe he could have to Santa, instead of, I mean, you kidnap, bring him down to Halloween, or what was his town, Mia?
Halloween Town.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I didn't know if it was like a different name or something, but yeah, like, chop it up. But again, gonna kidnap my boy and put him down there with the ooey gooey man or whatever his name was. That was
Boogie.
Oogie
ooey
boogie.
boogie,
Oogie
oogie.
Boogie.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Like he was really trying to get Santa out of there. And then Sally, she put the leg out there, put the bait out there, and you know, ooey boogie.
Oogie
He
Boogie.
started ooey boogie.
Oogie
Like
Yes.
boogie. Oogie boogie.
boogie, like J Boogie. All right, so ooey boogie,
No.
Still ain't got it right. Oogie.
and then
Oogie
Oogie.
boogie.
Oh, it's
Oogie.
not ooh. Okay, it's a ugh. All right.
Ugh.
So Oogie, he see the leg out there, and he trying to see what's going on. And Sally again, she's very smart, very, very quick on it. You know what I mean? And he wrapped around, help Santa try to help Santa get up out of there.
Yeah.
And then he locked them both down. But yeah, like that's just another thing too. Like good intentions can still cause harm. If you don't know
That's true.
like what you're changing, the heart of it. You like you said, you don't have bad intentions, but still can cause some things to happen if you don't really understand what's going on or what you're changing. But yeah, I don't have too much more. Just I'm going with the flow with y'all.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like him trusting, I think their names are Lock, Block, and Barrel, the three trick-or-treaters.
Mm-hmm.
The They were terrible. They were oh my God, I hate them so much. But
Whoa.
they're so bad. Like they're the worst. Every time I watch this, I'm like, I can't stand them little MFers because they work for Oogie Boogie. And Oogie Boogie is low key the only real evil character in Halloween Town. He's the one with all the bad intentions. He's the boogeyman. But because what Jack tells them to do is get Santa and take him somewhere comfortable until this is over so he can get a break. But they take him to Oogie Boogie because they want to impress Oogie Boogie because, he's like the underground, you
Evil
know.
king.
Yeah. Like he's powerful, he's cool, but he's evil.
You know?
Mm.
And I
Jeez.
think that what it was because Jack, the way he presented the idea of Santa Claus is that Santa Claus was supposed to be scary because he's like they
Mm.
call him Sandy Claus and
Oh
like
yeah.
to
Okay.
them, he told them that Santa was like a scary monster. And so the kids are thinking, well, Oogie Boogie is the scariest person in Halloween Town, so we're gonna take him. And that's why when Oogie Boogie saw him, I'm like, this is who you were talking about? That's crazy. Like, what do you mean?
That's light. Fold them up.
Yeah.
Light work. You can't see me. And so it was competition. Oh, shout out to John Cena.
Shout out to John
Oh,
Cena. Hey, shout out to Tony Ayo.
But yeah, so the whole back to Sally, she saw omens about this the whole time. She already had a bad feeling about Christmas. She had the little Christmas tree thing that burned up in her hand, and she's like trying to tell Jack, like, don't do this, it's a bad idea. Like this is gonna go completely wrong. And that's why she was the one who initially was trying to save Santa in the first place But of course, they both get saved by Jack late.
And it make you think too, like Jack definitely has like, I feel like he definitely has a little bit of ego. like just to think that, yeah, like you're the king, so it's like to think that no, like you could have shadowed Santa for a year, and then pulled this scheme off. Like, all right, I know what to do. Hey, yo, put Santa in a comfortable place. I'm doing it this year. But he's straight out the gate. Like, as soon as he came to mind, like, all right, I'm doing it.
Definitely could have had an internship.
Yeah, I mean, like for real, like, bro, shadow. You know what I'm saying? Take some notes. You know, ride out with me on the sleigh. Yeah. Check out my reindeer. You know what I mean? But yeah, hilarious. Yeah, man. So you know he does it, but then I do like that he realizes that it didn't work, it wasn't right, and he is a part of trying to fix it, make it right. You know, and you know Santa comes through and he does what he does, and they get it right. But then we get that last like little romance scene on the little hill, little curl over hill, and you know he realized what he's been missing. You know what I'm saying? It harkens me to the thought of love don't cost a thing. But I'm not gonna get further into it. But like, there's a scene in there that makes me think about this. Anything else y'all want to say? Any moments? Anything else that you want to speak to as far as the film before we get into our later section?
The last thing I'll say is just like what you were saying about how he tried to do Christmas and he didn't even realize that he had messed it up until it was over. And they were trying to shoot him down out of the sky. He's like, "Oh, look, they're celebrating me. Fireworks."
It's hilarious, dude.
Wait a minute. No, y'all are trying to kill me. But yeah, Jack definitely had an ego because no one had ever told him no. He never had a bad idea when it came to Halloween. So he sees it. He's like, you know, he doesn't see any limitations in himself because he's never had any. But this is something different. This ain't your bag, Jack. This is Santa Claus's bag. And so, of course, Jack, best intentions, gives Santa back his stuff. Like, you know what? My bad, big dog. I may have messed up your thing. My bad. Here you go. I'm going to go back home. And then he finds he's in love with Sally, and now everybody's happy.
Love.
Yes, Ash.
I'm so tired of being alone. I'm so tired
of being. But is he in love with Sally?
Yes, Ashley.
Well, you know what?
She should be with the full nephew.
Hey, if he isn't in love, it's still it's this newness that fulfills him. Where is this gonna go?
I ain't new, baby. Don't treat me that way.
But I think if nothing else, if it isn't love, why no? But I think it's just the newness of like Jack is at a place in his life in Halloween Town where it's like, bro, I need new things. I need new ideas, new concepts. And seeing where this could go is enough for him to go there. And if they weren't in that moment, if it wasn't presented in that moment, I think that they would have eventually got there. So either way.
I mean, until something else new comes up.
Yeah, that's true. Is there a sequel to this, Mia?
No. Don't do that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Ain't got a sequel because they definitely could have did the Nightmare Before New Year's, Nightmare Before.
What happens when I ain't new no more? Okay,
Hey man, they still gonna love me, man.
What happens when I ain't new?
Ash.
Hey, it's real. It's
all right. I'm sorry.
Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying though. What happens though?
Don't nobody question Cinderella and Prince Charming, and they wasn't even friends first. So you ain't never seen a friends to lovers arc before?
Friends to lovers arc? Yeah, love don't cost a thing. Yeah.
Like, don't do Jack and Sally
Hey man,
like,
hey, I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for it, but
down. You've been holding down for me this whole time, and I ain't even see what was right in front of my face.
you know, you never know with Jack's ego. You know what I mean? Like this man, he might go to Easter Town and be like, oh,
Allie, you're the one.
It better be some justice for Jack. Okay?
it's
You know
price.
Because I'm out.
That's hilarious, dude. I love it. All right. With that being said, character you relate to or identify with the most? Mia B.
Oh Lord, y'all are insane.
You
We are.
love us. Yeah, you love
Absolutely.
us.
I love it.
I said Sally because I feel like her intuition, like she was very insightful, and she kind of looked at things with a more critical eye, and I can relate.
Okay, I ain't mad at that. She's definitely MVP of this movie. Ash.
It's top tier. I didn't even think to go Sally. I went Jack. Just, in the way of having moments where you feel uninspired and you need to find your way back to feeling inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And, whether that be coming across a new project that brings you more purpose in life or, just finding multiple ways to feel fulfilled.
I ain't mad at it. I don't have anybody, but I think y'all have made great choices. Get to stepping. Character you could do without. Mia B.
Crazy thing, even though I like the animation of this character, I really think the mayor is kind of pointless. Because Jack, as the Pumpkin King, makes all the decisions, and the mayor basically is like, hey, we got to get started on next year's plans, but he won't do anything without Jack. It's like Jack has all of the ideas and the say so, but
I ain't mad at it. Ash.
I have the mayor as well. Didn't really add anything, and like Mia said, if I'm making all the decisions, I really don't need you like that. So.
Yeah, I got the mayor too. We're going trips here. I just you had them, and then you got this two-faced, which is really interesting, but it's like I don't know. It's like it's something could have been there. Like I was hoping that with the two-faced situation, that'd be like some kind of bipolar type of thing. I was hoping that like he like, oh, one face like, oh man, I gotta follow Jack, and then face flip and be like, man, you basically like, man, forget Jack. This is what we're doing. Like I wish it would have been something like that, but I didn't quite get the thing with that. I'm sure there's a reasonable reason for that from Tim Burton, as brilliant as he is. Lines, yeah.
Something earlier, and I have to correct myself because I was wrong. They are dead.
Okay, so then the video I'll send it to you. So there's a video where this guy breaks down this theory of how all of them died based on their image.
That's cool. Yeah, send me that.
Yeah, cool. I seen it in passing, like way before you picked this movie, and I was like, oh, this is super interesting. So I'm gonna find it, and I'll send it in the group chat because it is fire. Because it's something that ties into like even the governor's two-face type of situation. But lines that deserve to be slimed. Mia, you got any?
I have a few.
Okay,
I have just because I cannot see it doesn't mean I can't believe it. There's children throwing snowballs instead of throwing heads. They're busy building toys and absolutely no one's dead. And
was that in the same line? That rhymes and everything.
It was a part of a song.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I knew it. Yeah.
I was like, dang, that rhymed and everything.
A lot of them are song quotes, but then Since I'm dead, I can take off my head to recite Shakespearean quotations, and to a guy in Kentucky, I'm Mr. Unlucky, because I thought that was cool, being that I live on the Kentucky border.
And we grew up in Kentucky, so we know what time it is. You know what I mean?
Hey, come on now.
Hey.
And then my last quote is actually from the mayor, because this part always cracks me up, because as a kid you don't understand it, but as an adult you do. He said, "Jack, please, I'm only an elected official here. I can't make decisions by myself."
Hey, that's exactly how it works. That's exactly. You're just a face, buddy, or you're just the faces.
As a kid, and I think that's another part of the mayor, like being two-faced, being a politician. But
yeah, there you have it. She hit it. There it is. That's exactly what it is. You're two-faced. Perfect. Ash, you got anything?
Yeah, I just got two. What kind of noise is that for a baby to make? I don't remember who said that, but that was just so funny to me. And I just don't remember, but that was funny. And then from y'all, the dude at the bottom, I'm not gonna say the name, but
Boogie.
They say you were dead. You must be double dead.
Tell us why double dead is crazy.
He had that voice too, so yeah.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere too. I was like, where does this dude come from? I don't have any lines from the film. Things you would change about the movie, or what you feel they didn't get right. Mia B.
I won't say that it's something they didn't get right, because I feel like it's a major plot line of the movie. It's just like, as a grown up, it makes more sense that he would just try to do Christmas instead of taking over Christmas Town. I guess we wouldn't have a movie that was the case. So I get why they did it. And really, other than that, I don't really have too much, because I feel like, it's a cartoon movie. What are we really?
Yeah, no doubt. Ash.
I didn't have anything either. I just kind of took it for what it was. I'm gonna let the love interest slide, but yeah. So.
Yeah, same. This movie, I feel like it was a world building film, and it didn't need nothing needed to be changed about it. Like it is what it is, kind of like. So I agree. More of the story, in your opinion, Mia B.
I just said, just because it looks easy doesn't mean it doesn't take a lot of work. Jack, Christmas looked easy, but he didn't know everything that went into making Christmas.
Fire.
Yeah, I love it. Ash.
He said, keep rediscovering yourself. As we continue to grow, our likes and dislikes change, and just gotta keep getting to know yourself, I like something different.
For me, more of the story, like, it's like when you feel differently about something, then do something about it. You know what I mean? Like that's what Jack did. You know what I mean? Like he was singing, which singing is a vulnerable positioning for anybody when you sing. And then this, going obviously stepping into another world and figuring out like, oh, there's something else. I think when you feel differently, where you want to do something else, I'd say go for it. And that's what Jack did. Did he take the right approach? Nah, but he had the right idea. He had the right mindset to say, hey, there's something more. And that's, to me, I am a big proponent on, if you feel differently about something, if you feel like something needs to change, if you want to do something different, go for it. And so this movie is a strong proponent in where I stand on a lot of things. So, and that is our episode. That is our review. Again, y'all, we know it is after Christmas, but it is before the New Year. So y'all enjoy this film for what it is. Had a good time with it. Mia B's pick. Love it. Had a good time with it. So we're going into the New Year's, or if y'all are hearing this after New Year's, welcome. The pick is on me. I'm the first one. So there is a movie that I have wanted to pick. Actually, I had a different movie, and I had a guest lined up for that one. But once I communicated with that person, they weren't able to meet the scheduling issue. So then I thought on my feet, and I had a different movie. And this movie is a movie that came out in 2000, I believe. And I'm not going to say the movie. I'm just going to play something that is going to be the strongest indicator of the next movie that we're going to review. So with that being said, I'm going to play this sound, and y'all know what time it is.
Prepare for total domination. Y'all ready for this?
The movie that I am picking and that we are doing next. No, it's not Space Jam. I believe that was in the movie. We are doing the 2000 film Bring It On. This movie is so nostalgic. Ash, there's a particular memory that I will bring up when we do this. So we are doing the 2000 movie, Bring It On, the cheerleading movie. Yes, I did choose this, even though I am a man. But I love this movie so much. And we're going to have a special guest. And our special guest is the last of the big three of our big cousins. We're going to have Ray P on the episode with us from the Culture Garden podcast. She has agreed to join us to do this episode. So y'all turn up, get hyped with us. Our next movie we are doing is Bring It On, and I'm excited about it. What y'all feel about that before we get out of here?
Super excited, super nostalgic. Transfer from Los Angeles. This school has no gymnastics. This is a last resort. Let's go.
Yeah.
Could wait.
Listen. Awesome. Oh, wow. Like, totally freaked me out. I mean, right on.
Oh, man. Yeah. Why y'all doing me like this? Like, dang. Like,
when I say I can quote this movie from front to back, from the very beginning to the very, I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Absolutely.
And having a feature from Ray P is like a super special honor because she is like a podcast queen.
Mm-hmm.
Her thing, not only on the Culture Garden, but We Got Y'all, where they do the TV reviews as well. That's my girl. I've looked up to her for a long time.
Yes, no doubt that she's very, very good at this. And I'm stoked and excited about it, man. I love this film. It has held the test of time, and and by the way, listeners, this is the Dealer's Choice rotation. I didn't lead with that, but this is the Dealer's Choice, so we get to pick our own films. Sometimes they line up in theme out of nowhere, like we did that one time where we were doing these, like, I think in November we did something like that. So I'm excited about it. Shout out to Ray P, our big cousin, the last of the big three over there with School and Big Rich Town. So that is our next movie. Y'all have a happy new year if y'all happen to be listening to this on New Year's Eve, or if you listen to it in the new year. Enjoy this and get ready, because this year we're about to make some really big moves. I believe this. I'm speaking into existence for our show, the Childish Grown Up Show. We're about to do some really big things. I feel like we're going to get a really dope interview from somebody from back in the day. I don't know who, but I think somebody's going to come on and say they like what we're doing, and they're going to be open for us to interview them. I'm speaking it now. So, lastly, again, I got time. Right now, there's only one person that has submitted some films that they want us to review for our last film of the month of January. So send that in, DM us on Instagram, the Childish Grown Up Show, no spaces. Y'all can leave a comment on this video on YouTube, or you can email us childishgrownups3@gmail.com. We will review your movie. We already have done it before in November, and we'll do it again in January. So thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to all the Stoop kids. Shout out to the new subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Peace.